everybody, welcome back in the building. I hope you guys are holding up okay. Tonight we get to distract ourselves, I guess, with some different teams playing. I'm looking right now, the Real Madrid and Bayern players are about to walk out onto the pitch. As you can see, for us Liverpool fans, it's always going to be interesting to look out for Luis Diaz, who's going to be up against Trent Alexander-Arnold. So two former Liverpool players, two title winners, are going to be up against one another because Luis Diaz is going to be attacking that left flank, which is going to be up against Trent Alexander-Arnold. Obviously, Bayern are the favorites for this one because they are playing at home and they do have a 2-1 advantage going into this one. But at the same time, Real Madrid have proven time and time again that in the Champions League, they're capable of unbelievable things. You know what I mean? But how's everybody doing? Glock, nice to see you. I'm going to have a two screens open, by the way. For those of you that can't watch the Arsenal game, I will have the Arsenal game popped open at the same time, guys. So I'm going to be looking out for both games. And yeah, so as you can see, they have a tifo up to the Arsenal fans. So both of these teams with a chance to go to the semifinals. So we already know whoever wins the Real Madrid-Bayern game, they would face PSG in the semifinals. Unfortunately, not Liverpool. And then Arsenal or Sporting would face Atletico Madrid in the semis. So it's that those sides of the brackets have already been decided. What's good, everybody in the building? I see Go12 who says I'm very devastated for Ekitike, bro. Go12. I'm a lot more devastated about Ekitike than the loss because we're going to lose Ekitike for so many games and even probably half of next season minimum. Ekitike is not going to be there. So like that changes things drastically. You know what I mean? Prince Intelligence, yes, I'll be live for the Everton versus Liverpool game, the Merseyside derby. And Theo is in the building. Nice to see you. Come on, Lucho. Hello, Leo. How are you doing? Alyssa, I'm doing okay, to be honest. I'm still devastated. Like Go12 was saying, basically more about the severity of the Ekitike injury. That kind of destroyed my day, to be honest. And one of the reasons for that too, Alyssa, is as you know, I'm half French and I'm supporting France at the World Cup. And even more so if there's a French Liverpool player in the attack. Like, that gets me so hyped up, you know. And the fact that he's now no longer going to be part of that, it is devastating, you know. For me, it's devastating. That's how it feels in this moment, you know. Nice to see you. Simon Jarrett says prediction for the rest of the season. Oof. I think we could talk about Everton at some point, but rest of the season, I think we will finish top 5 and get Champions League football. Ola says, hey, Leo, what's up? Nice to see you. Johan says, Leo, I'm so sad right now because I was excited to see Ekitike at the World Cup and was about to get his French shirt. Me too. Bro, that's it. That's it, bro. I'm absolutely devastated for Hugo. You don't know how hyped I was as well to watch him at the World Cup. Like, I was so buzzing for that. And so I'm devastated, to be honest. I'm absolutely devastated. And it was going to be his first ever World Cup. And not just that, he was going to be a starter. Remember, in the game against Brazil, he started him, Didier Deschamps, which it was an indication. And he took his chance because he scored in that game. I really genuinely think Ekitike was going to be in the starting 11 at the World Cup on the left wing. So it's just, like I said, for me, it ruined my day. It did. I could not think about that, you know. And the fact that, you know, it wasn't just about losing to PSG and being knocked out of the Champions League. We lost one of our key players. And from what I've read about the injury as well, we don't know if it's a partial tear or a complete one. But apparently, it will really impact his acceleration speed in the future. So, yeah, it really is devastating. Do you think England will win the World Cup? I don't think England will win. But they're one of the favorites. Hassan, I do remember you. Remember when Mbappe almost became nearly winning 2 World Cups? That was insane, Hassan. Absolutely insane World Cup. Absolutely insane. Hey, Leo, how long is Hugo out for, says Logan. Hugo is out for at least, from what it seems, the reports are saying 9 months, which means he wouldn't be back till 2027. So he'd miss a big chunk of even next season, which is just, like I said, for me, completely devastating. Completely devastating. You guys don't know how hyped I was to watch him at the World Cup represent the nation I'm supporting and where I'm from, you know? Alyssa says, at least Isaac will get some games, but I really feel bad for Ekitike. I mean, I don't even think that's a positive. Alyssa, Isaac was going to play games no matter what. Ekitike is one of those players. You can play him on the left wing. You can play him in many different positions. So I think there's no positive thing at all whatsoever. I guess you could say that we have Isaac as another striker, but can we count on Isaac playing that twice a week? I don't think so. So this summer, we might even have to sign a striker because right now our backup striker is going to be Cody Gakpo after Isaac. So our starting striker against Everton might be Cody Gakpo because I don't know if Isaac can start 2 games in a row. You know what I mean? Go12 says, why do I get the feeling it'll be a Bayern Atletico final? I mean, I think that's possible. That's definitely possible. Here we go, guys. The game has officially kicked off. The Arsenal game has already kicked off for some time, by the way. But we've only just kicked off here, the Bayern. I will get the ball movement of just 1 sec. 12. There we go. Okay. I got the timer in. Now let me show you guys the ball movement. Leo, you've joined Bayern. Yeah, I'd rather Bayern goes through tonight. Oh my god, Real Madrid have scored already. Oh my goodness, I was just setting things up and they've scored already. Are you kidding me? This is what I mean about Real Madrid in the Champions League. When you least like Real Madrid, it looks like literally like to have their backs against the wall. How many seconds was that? Was that 30 seconds? Nah. I don't understand what just happened. Guys, I'm shook. It's 1-0. Arda Güler. It's already 1-0 for Real Madrid and I missed the goal because I was just setting up the ball movement here. Let's have a look. It looks like it's a big mistake from Manuel Neuer. He gifts it to Arda Güler. The goalkeeper literally has gifted them the equalizing goal in the tie. It is now 2-2 on aggregate. Manuel Neuer, who was unbelievable in the first leg, by the way. He was very, very good in the first leg. And now he makes a mistake at the highest level. A big mistake. Gifting Arda Güler a goal. Jeez Louise, bro. It's already 1-0. 1-0 for Real Madrid. It's an absolute gift for Manuel Neuer, who, like I said, was very good in the first leg, but man, that's not. Ola says remontada coming. Are you gonna stream Arsenal versus City? Yes, Theo. I'm gonna stream the Arsenal City game on Sunday and obviously the Liverpool Everton game. So on Sunday we're gonna do back-to-back streams. Obviously, the Merseyside derby, which is a huge game, but then also I think that City-Arsenal game is going to decide the title. I know that seems maybe a bit intense because there's still, 6 games left after? But I genuinely think if City win that game, the momentum will really be... It's on Sunday, by the way, though. Sunday. The momentum will really be with City now. But even if Arsenal can get a draw, I think if Arsenal get a draw, that's enough for them to win the title, I think. Yeah, Merseyside derby, huge. Yo, what's up, Charlotte? Nice to see you. Who says I'm missing yoga class for the stream? Damn, Charlotte. Well, maybe you can do some yoga exercises while we're watching the games together. How does that sound? I could do a little bit of a workout at halftime, maybe. But how have you been, Charlotte? I can't believe it's already 1-0 for Real Madrid. Juliet says, do you think Anisla will be set? Bro, from what I'm seeing, like I said, David Ornstein today said on a podcast, and he definitely has insider sources from the club because he's one of the most reliable journalists, like I would say elite tier journalists in terms of reliability. And the information he's getting is that FSG intend to back Slot till next season. So, Jackie, you excited for Sunday and how are you doing? I'm not doing great, to be honest, bro. Like I said, the Ekitike injury really, when I saw that this morning, that it was going to be 9 months, that he's going to be out, it really did really devastate me, to be honest. But it's life. Serious injuries happen. It's just, apparently, this is the worst injury you can get in football. It's even worse than an ACL, apparently, because it really impacts you, like your speed and everything else. But I thought it would just be the rest of the season. Nah, bro, it's way more serious than that. It's 2-2 in aggregate now. Yup. Charlotte says, yes, good idea. We can do yoga. I'm good. How are you? Like I said, yeah, I'm okay. But tomorrow's going to be a new day. So, like I said, these things happen in life. And that's how Ekitike, you know how people say everything. The one thing I disagree, like I kind of do like this saying of everything happens in a reason in our lives. You know what I mean? That's like a very famous saying in a positive way. But things like what happened to Ekitike last night is one of those things where I call bull to the whole thing of everything happens for a reason. Because you cannot tell me that injury that Ekitike picked up last night is one where you're like, oh, that happened for a reason. I'm sorry. It's just bad. It's just bad. Sometimes some things are just bad, And the only thing you can do is accept it because it's the reality and do everything you can to come back stronger. That's it. Oh, hola. Yeah, I haven't set that up yet, unfortunately. For the future, I could try to do that. But it's 2-2. You can just ask at any moment. If anybody is unsure about the aggregate scoreline, just ask and I'll tell you. Right now, it's 2-2 because Bayern beat them 2-1. Oh my God, Bayern have scored, though. Bayern have scored. It's 1-1. They're back. And it's Pavlovic from the corner. Real Madrid, Bayern are back in the lead. They're leading 3-2 in aggregate now. The Bayern fans are going crazy. Bro, we're getting drama tonight. We're absolutely getting drama tonight. Look at this. It's a beautiful corner from Kimmich into a very dangerous area. And Lunin just had no... There are goals before I even joined the stream. Bro, Deliora, 2 goals. 2 goals already in this game. Unbelievable. I think the goalkeeper should have done better there. Yeah, 3-2 in aggregate. Thank you, Jackie, for your kind words. Big up. I was feeling so guilty about missing yoga because I haven't been in 2 weeks because I fainted at work event last week. But now I'm so glad. Give me goals. Oh, we're getting goals tonight. I got both games popped open too. So like I said, anything that happens in the Arsenal Sporting game, anything major, I will also keep you guys updated. When it's Liverpool, I can never do multi-screens because I'm too focused on Liverpool. But here, because it's not Liverpool, we can watch both. Well, keep an eye on both. But yeah, Charlotte, that tells me that you probably really needed just rest more than anything. Although I don't know if you went to see a doctor to see why I fainted. But when that's happened to me, I feel like it's been that I haven't slept enough or I haven't drank enough. Sola, nice to see you. I hope you're doing better compared to yesterday. Yeah, compared to last night. Who are you rooting for in both of the Champions League ties? I'm rooting for Bayern and Sporting. Good evening, Alinos. Nice to see you. How's your day been, bro? That's why, like I was saying, I talked about hydration. I'm going to drink all of this. Stay hydrated, guys. Come on. Here's to a night full of drama. Here's to a night full of drama. Yo, Theo, nice to see you. I was pretty sad yesterday. I'm still sad today, to be honest. Like I said, with the Ekitike injury too. Big up Adun, love from Greece. Where are you from in Greece? We also got Lily who says, hi, I'm Welsh. Did you see our loss to Bosnia? Yeah. Now we can't make the World Cup. It's devastating. Leo, you probably... Thank you, Danny boy. I appreciate you. Uh, Kian says, Leo, you've probably already said this, but who are your favorites for the Champions League? I think it's Bayern, but if anyone will knock them out, it's Real Madrid. For me, the two favorites are PSG and Bayern. PSG and Bayern. Because when PSG are at their best, as we saw, I do think they're quite unplayable. Busy one, need to do all the papers till the 20th for the selling. Wow. How was your day, my bro? It was okay, bro. Thank you for asking, Ali. Did I end up doing my 10K walk? Oh, just about. Just about I did it. Charlotte says it was dehydration. I work in an office that is all glass. So on hot days in London with no AC, you get dehydrated without realizing. So I went to this event later and was all locked in my... Oh, that makes sense. Wait, there's no... Is it common in London for the officers to not have AC? Because, Charlotte, in the US, there's ACs in every single office. Everybody has it. Leo, which national team do you support? I support France and Iceland. Big up Kian, who says, hi, I'm new on Twitch. Nice to see you. First time in the chat. Where are you coming from, by the way? From TikTok or YouTube? Dan says, bonsoir, Leo. Just heard about Hugo's really bad injury, bro. Devastating. Bianca says, yeah, PSG is quite unplayable. I learned that the worst way. Heath Ground says, Leo, I want Bayern to win the Champions League now since no one has deserved it more than Harry Kane with the career he's had. I agree. For me personally, the team I would want to win it from here is also Bayern. If I had to say a team. YouTube, always love your vids and thank you, Kian. AK3, thank you very much for your super chat as well, who says, today my whole class has to come to school at 7:30 for GCSE's revision. I'm in the toilet watching the match. Wait, AK3, how long are you planning on staying in the toilet? Guys, listen to this. AK31 says, my whole class has to come to school at 7:30 for GCSE's revision, and I'm just in the toilet watching the match. AK31, how long do you think you can get away with being in the toilet? What's the max time? Many have AC units, but they never work properly. It drives me crazy. But in the US, it's the opposite problem. The AC is so strong that it's too cold. Exactly. No, and I get sick. It's so intense. I hate it in the US. Like in France, they actually banned ACs, I think. Like bringing in new ones, I'm pretty sure. Because it's really bad for the environment, ACs. And like for me, personally, I really don't like them. I'd rather be really hot and have fans. Like get 2 fans. Because I just get sick, honestly. You took the Harry Potter glasses again, yeah. Do you low-key want City to win the league? I just want drama, and right now we're getting drama. So if City win this weekend, it would create even more drama and meltdown with the Arsenal fan base, which is just entertainment. Because honestly, I don't like either. I don't like either. Do you have a ceiling fan? No, I don't. I actually don't have any fans here. So if it gets really hot in the summer, I would have to buy a fan. Because I only just moved here in September, so I've never lived in the summer. But I'm not a fan of ACs, no. Sporting would be interesting to win it too. I doubt that Sporting can even get through against Arsenal tonight, to be honest. Dan says, I question why Slot played Hugo in the Champions League second leg against PSG. Nah, I don't question that. Are you kidding? He was fully rested against Fulham, Dan. So Ekitike was fully... He didn't play a minute against Fulham. So he was fully fresh for the PSG game. I would have played him. That was just a freak injury. It wasn't related to him being overplayed. Kavish, I think it all depends on the game this weekend. If City win, I think the momentum would be too strong and the doubt with Arsenal would become too strong. So this game on Sunday truly feels title deciding. I know it's clear, like, I feel like people say that often during seasons, but I genuinely can't remember a game that felt as title deciding with this many games left, you know? I wonder if it would still choose... who's your current favorite Madrid player? I mean, I'd have to say Mbappe. because I support the French national team in the international tournaments, and he's unbelievable for the French national team. Mbappe. Are you disappointed Rio didn't start? Yeah, flip. I did a video on that today. I was really disappointed with our starting 11 last night. That's a great challenge from Eder Militao. Leo, do you want Kian? I think we need a reset. We need something fresh in the summer. LFC Jack says, who's your dream signing for next year? A defensive midfielder. We need somebody to protect our back four. And we need probably to sign 1 or 2 midfielders, because right now it just looks like both Gravenberch and Maka have been run to the ground. I cannot accept, especially Maka, that he goes from being our best midfielder to one of our worst midfielders the following season. I just don't understand how it's possible. I do not understand. And the only reasoning I can think of is that he's just been run into the ground and that he needs competition. He needs somebody where when he's clearly off it, that we can bring someone else in at the top level. Because, yeah, like I said, I think Maka's only 27 or 28. There's no way his legs are done already. There's no way at his age. You know what I mean? I just don't see how that's possible. Lily Clip says, I'm hoping Spurs get relegated so I can get a good away day with Swansea. Oh, God. Guys, do you think if Spurs got relegated this season, which is looking increasingly likely, do you think that would be kind of the craziest thing to happen in Premier League history? In terms of something that nobody would have seen coming. Because I would say it's the second craziest thing we've ever seen. I would say Leicester winning the league would be my number one. But if I had to say the second craziest thing to happen in Premier League history, I would put Spurs being relegated in number 2. After Leicester. Daily Aura says, what players in the team can we sell for more than what we paid for them right now? Says Daily Aura. That's tough. I guess you could say maybe Maka. If Real Madrid still want Maka, I think we could sell him for more. I think another player who could leave in the summer is Harvey Elliott, because Slot doesn't trust him. I hope he stays, you know, because a new manager, for example, could trust Harvey Elliott. But whatever price we let Harvey go for, Delior, we would get profit. Chiesa, maybe. Chiesa, because we only signed him for, what, 12 million or something? So I think Chiesa, it's possible. Alino says, I think 70% of their players will leave, but to be honest, I don't think they'll go down to the championship. You think they'll stay up, Alinos? Theo says, I'm a Spurs fan. Wrong manager 3 times in a season is death, man. So you think it's more about the manager than the players? Mo Salah says, hi, I have a question. Why aren't you backing our manager Slot? I know he had... Wait, let me see. Mo Salah. Let me see the rest of the message. Okay, so Mo Salah says, hi, I have a question. Why aren't we backing our manager Slot? I know he had a bad season, but Klopp also had one in the UEFA Europa League. Why is everyone against him now? Can you please pin me, Leo? The reason why I've lost belief, but like I said, I would love to be proven wrong, Mo Salah, because all I want is a success for Liverpool Football Club. And any game Liverpool plays, I'm going to believe and I'm going to back the team, because that for me is the definition of a supporter. But the reason why I've personally lost belief in Slot, and I think a lot of the situation is many different factors. It's not only Slot, but the reason why I've personally lost belief is because I haven't seen any identity this season 2 games in a row. As in, I haven't seen, and yes, injuries have an impact, but you can't tell me you can't tell me 2 games in a row we can't see some kind of passage of play where you're like, oh, this is inspiring, or I want to see more of this. We're now nearly at the end of the season. We're in mid-April. And for me, let me know if I'm wrong, but I haven't seen 2 games where I'm like, ooh, this is exciting. I want to see more of this. Or I think this is building towards the future. You know? And that for me is what's kind of most damning on Slot, because like I said, there are many factors that have led to this season not being successful that are not on Slot. And let me tell you some of those reasons. For example, not signing Mark Gahey, that had a huge impact on our season. Huge. You see how the impact Mark Gahey's having on City's season, right? That wasn't on Slot. That's on Richard Hughes and Michael Edwards, right? That's on a recruitment. He wouldn't have been involved in that. Then the other thing that's a huge factor is we sold Luis Diaz and never replaced him with another winger. So, for example, imagine this season if from the start we had Mark Gahey and Antoine Semenyo. You cannot tell me this season wouldn't have been different. You cannot tell me this season wouldn't have been different. Just look at the impact both of them have had at City. City look completely rejuvenated since January, and they've added 2 new starters to their team. Who are those 2 starters? Mark Gahey and Luis Diaz, and Antoine Semenyo, 2 of Liverpool's targets. 2. But like I said, for me, the most putting that aside, so like I said, there's many factors. Putting that aside, for me, the most damning thing on Slot is the fact that I haven't seen 2 games in a row where I've seen enough in terms of our identity as a team where I'm like, we're building towards something here. Or this is something I'm excited to see more of next season. I haven't seen it. Delior says, I think Mark Gahey would have made a bigger difference than Isak. I completely agree. 100% Delior. And that for me is an enormous mistake that Richard Hughes made. Why? Because reliable reports, by the way, I don't know if you guys know this or not, but Mark Gahey had agreed a contract of around 170K per week, apparently, during that time in the summer. So we were going to sign him for about 35 million, 40 million. We were trying to negotiate. We were trying to be smart over 5 million pounds. And then in January, he goes to City and he signs a 300K per week deal. It's crazy. That's an enormous mistake. Leo, can we sign Joshua Kimmich? Didn't he sign a new deal? Oh, Real Madrid are asking for a pen, but referee saying no pen. Leo, where could you see Pochettino managing after he leaves after the World Cup? I don't know, bro. I don't think Liverpool, that's for sure. I don't think Poch would go to Liverpool. Glock says this Arsenal team is not ready to win trophies. Let's see. Everything is going to be decided this week, Glock. If you beat Sporting in a convincing way tonight, it'll give you confidence for Sunday. If you can even get a draw away at City on Sunday, I think that's going to be enough to see you win the title. I think it's a must-win game for City. But it's not a must-win game for Arsenal. I think a draw is enough for Arsenal. Go12 says, I think Krupi would have been a good addition for us. Bro, he's very, very good. Shout out to you, Jay Kelly in the building. OG. Flip says, what do you think of the pen we missed? Well, no, you mean the pen we didn't get. Yeah, I don't understand it. Like, I do think it was a soft pen, but there was contact. So I thought for VAR to overturn a decision, that would have to be clear and obvious mistake from the referee. Is that a clear and obvious mistake? I don't think it's enough of that. I think it's a soft pen, yes, But even the commentators in France were saying that's kind of like a 50-50 kind of pen. But the reason at full time I'm not that pissed is just that if we're being honest with ourselves, whether that penalty or not, I don't think we were good enough over two legs. And I know you could say if we made it 1-0, there would have been a lot of belief and who knows what can happen at Anfield. But if I don't like that we leave it to a little bit of chance like that when we, in reality, got battered in Paris and got away with them missing a lot more chances than we did. They missed a lot more clear-cut chances than we did. So the reality is, I'm not that pissed with individual decisions like that when the other team was just a lot better. You know, you have to be truthful in football. Especially when the opposition plays beautiful football and they have a manager that wants to do the right things, which is PSG, you know? Caveman in a few months. Yeah, Linus, he's never going to get the hair. Nobody even knows. Can't see United winning 5 games in a row. Not till next season, at least. Leo, I'm an OG. Shout out to you, the Scouser. Yeah, it was a 50-50, but Maka clearly was looking for it. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying with the VAR. Yeah, Julia. The really risky thing with sticking with Slot next season is if we get this season started off badly and then we sack him, it's a lot worse for a manager to come in mid-season than having a fresh start from the summer with the preseason and their own signings and everything. That's the big risk you take. You know what I mean? Big up, my name is Josh, and I'd love Kimmich at Liverpool. Even though we need pace, he plays CDM right back, which is perfect for us. We can also sign somebody with more pace, but his physicality is what we need. I don't think Bayern would let him go, though, bro. He's one of the main leaders. You know? Logan says, Leo, how excited are you for the game versus Man United? I'm not thinking about that game yet, bro. That game's in May. All we got to think about now is Everton. The Merseyside derby is going to be so tough because Everton have actually been good this season. Save from Lunin. It was a really good strike there from Kimmich. Really good strike from Kimmich. Salut, tu parles français? Oui, Crow. T'es aussi fan de Liverpool? Leo, what's your opinion about a Romanian guy who is the manager at Inter, Chivu? He almost won the Serie A in his first year. They say many big clubs want him, including Real and Barca. Would you want him at Liverpool, Alinos? I don't know enough about him. You would know way more, you know? Since I hear you speaking about him, do you think he would be a good fit at Liverpool Football Club? It's going to be a corner for Arsenal. Everton are chasing a European place. What are your thoughts on Cherki? He might be the signing of the summer. Ryan Cherki, I think, is the signing of the summer. For the price, too, he was so cheap considering his ability. And clearly, he's been able to adapt to the Premier League. Let me know who your guys' signing of the season is for in the Premier League, at least. I think I would say Cherki, from what I've seen, at least. Alino says, I've known Chivu since he was a boy. He was captain for Ajax and Inter, a very, very professional guy. He is a club kind of manager, 1,000% there. So, Alinos, do you think you would be a good fit for Liverpool? Chivu. Nah, Dan, I don't think Simeone would suit Liverpool. I mean, I love Diego Simeone's passion. Absolutely love it. But I think we want more attacking football, Liverpool, with the kind of players we have. Oh my God, Arda Güler scored again. Arda Güler scored again, and Real Madrid have made it 2-1. Oh my goodness, there is drama to come tonight. Oh my goodness, there is drama to come tonight. Arda Güler with 2 goals in a Champions League quarterfinal. This kid is a special talent. From a free kick too. Oh, maybe Manuel Neuer should have done better, guys. Do you think Manuel Neuer should have done better? Let's have a look. He gets a hand to it. No, I think that's just a great free kick. I don't think Manuel Neuer could have done better. Let's have a look at this angle. It's over the wall. He gets a hand. He could have saved it, to be fair. He gets a hand to it, but it's still a great free kick from Arda Güler. Oh my goodness, bro. So, Aninos, would you take him? You haven't answered my question. Bro, I don't want Real Madrid either to win, but look at what they do in the Champions League, bro. Will Hugo be the same in your opinion 2027? From what I've seen, Lao, it seems like this kind of injury is the most serious injury you can pick up in football, and that he's not going to be as quick as he was. It's devastating. Bro, Arda Güler. Do you realize how good of a youngster you have to be to get a chance at Real Madrid? You have to be absolutely insane as a youngster to make it at Real Madrid. And then to prove yourself at the highest level. It's 3-3. Perfect free kick from Yeah, bro. Who do you want in the finals? Oh, I want Bayern in the final. Or PSG. No, I want Bayern. It's for a different winner. Lucho. Lucho up against Trent. I live in Athens. Oh, nice. I've been to Athens a few times. Leo, what's APL? Yeah, I think from here, I would either want Sporting or Bayern to win it. But I do think Arsenal will go through tonight. I don't think Sporting will do an upset. Henry Hot Dog says, I want a Bayern Atletico final and for Bayern to win 4-2. Damn, I cannot believe Arda Güler scored 2 goals already. Oh. I can't believe it's already 2-1 in this game. I can't believe we've already seen 3 goals. Hey Leo, this is such a close game. Who do you think will win? I hope Bayern. I have no clue though. I never would have guessed in the 33rd minute it would already be 2-1 for Real Madrid and that there would be 3 goals already. Never would have guessed. Tema says, I wish we were in the semis. I know. A dream come true for me. Of course I love it. Not just want. But Alinos, given the culture that you know at Liverpool, do you think you would be a good fit is my question. The culture of Liverpool. Because like I said, I don't know enough about him, bro. I don't watch the Italian league enough. Big up AK31. Thank you again for your super chat. It says, Leo, I couldn't hold it in when Guller scored. I'm finished. I feel something coming. Wait, what do you mean you're finished? Like you're going to get in trouble at school? All your shorts. Now I don't see your vids as much. No, Lao. I don't post on TikTok as much. I post a lot more on YouTube. Leo, do Bayern have the better squad or the better play style to win? It's hard to say better squad. They both have crazy squads. Bayern and Real Madrid. Chivu's the same as Luis Enrique, same play style. He loves a passing game to create. We need a land manager who can do good plays in the middle. Does his team press? Glock says Arsenal are so depressing to watch. Bro, I feel like Arsenal fans are already so fed up with Arteta. It's crazy. I feel like Arsenal fans are so fed up with Arteta, even though he's got them to the Champions League quarterfinals and they're first in the Premier League. But I see so many Arsenal fans who are completely fed up. Ryan says, who do you think is going to win the Ballon d'Or? Bro, during World Cup years, it all depends on who wins the World Cup. Usually it's always a player from the World Cup winning team that gets the Ballon d'Or. So I have no clue, bro. Because I would say there's 5 teams favorites for the World Cup. Unless it was during the Messi Ronaldo days, because they weren't normal players. They were winning it even when they weren't winning the World Cup. But that's because they're Messi Ronaldo. We don't have players like that anymore. At that level. Kane scores 2-2. I knew Harry Kane was going to score there, bro. I knew Harry Kane was going to score. He is way, way, way too clinical to not score that chance. It's 2-2, but it is now 4-3 to Bayern in this tie. Guys, we are getting drama. We are getting goals tonight. 37 minutes in. There's already 4 goals in this one. Bayern are back in the lead. And of course, it is that man, Harry Kane. It is that man, Harry Kane, who has just scored for Bayern. What a game they're delivering here. What a game they're delivering here. Kane could win the Ballon d'Or. I could see that. For example, this is what I mean. If Bayern win the Champions League and England and Harry Kane has a crazy World Cup with England, I could see him winning the Ballon d'Or, genuinely. But those things have to happen. Mr. Lavron, nice to see you, yo. You guys are already saying Kane Ballon d'Or. Let's chill. That's just 1 goal. But it's a big goal, that's for sure. Sporting completely ruined a big chance there. But man, what a player Harry Kane is, though. I agree with those of you that were saying in the chat, he's a player who deserves more trophies. I could not agree more. Harry Kane, for me, is one of those players. All the years that he had in the Premier League too, I was in awe of this player. And I genuinely think even for his time in the Premier League, he was underrated. I just think he's the most complete striker. The only weakness he has is that he's not fast. He's not quick, but his footballing IQ is unbelievable, so he makes up for it. He's just crazy, Harry Kane. And the more time goes by, the more respect I have for him as a player. Oh, Real Madrid got into a very dangerous area, though. Delivering so far. Oh my goodness, this game is delivering so far. Eder Militao got a yellow. Vinny in the box. Oh my god, Vinny Jr. hits the crossbar. Oh my goodness, Vinicius hits the crossbar. Did Neuer make a save? I think he did save it. Bro, this game is so end-to-end. Vinny was onside as well. Look at this. Shot with his weaker left foot. And it hits the crossbar. Jeez. Big up Jace. Yeah, it is loud, but I can't do anything about it. And some people want the ball movement. So that's why I have it there. Bro, this is one of the craziest games I've seen this season, to be honest. This game is so open, this Bayern Real Madrid game. And both teams have crazy quality in the attack. So it's just a pure joy to watch this game. It's a pure joy to watch. Nose. Oh my god, Sporting hit the post as well. Guys, Sporting hit the post. Mbappe scored. Kylian Mbappe has scored. Real Madrid are back in the lead. Oh my god, this is the craziest game I've watched this season. This is the craziest game I've watched this season. Kylian Mbappe in the 41st minute makes it 3-2 for Real Madrid. And it is now tied at 4-4 on aggregate. What is going on tonight? Oh my goodness. It is 3-2 for Real Madrid. Kylian Mbappe with a goal in the box. This is one of the craziest game I think I've watched this season. Because right now it's 3-2. There could be so many more goals in it as well. Like, that's how end-to-end this game has been. Holy crap. Let's have a look at the replay here. I think they're asking for a foul in the build-up to it. Kimmich, I think, is asking for a foul. But was he onside? Yeah, he was onside. Look at this. It's a counter-attack. Vinny has it on the left-hand side. Vinny was on the left wing. Vinny on the left wing plays it inside to Mbappe. Mbappe touch, goal. So clinical for Real Madrid. Vinny and Mbappe linking up. My goodness. This is only the first half too. This is the Clásico of Europe, bro. This is the Clásico of Europe right now. Holy. What a game. Company is saying concentration, concentration. Come through, Kane. I mean, he's scored a beauty. Bro, 3-2. Vincent Kompany has now picked up a yellow card. It's 3-2 and it's not even halftime yet. 5 goals before halftime is so crazy, says King Amir. Jeez Louise. Is this a football final? It feels like a football final. The quality that's on that pitch, my goodness. And like I said, neither team is defensive whatsoever. This is two teams just playing pure football. Two teams playing pure football. Natalia says, "Hi Leo, what a game. Let's wait for Lucho's goal." Oh my god, I would love Lucho to score the winner. Guys, imagine if Luis Diaz scored the winner in the second half. Yo, big up Patrick. Nice to see you, bro. Right now we're watching one of the greatest games we've watched in the Champions League. Mbappe towards the left-hand side. Jude Bellingham with a cross, but it's straight towards Neuer. Bro, this is one of the best games. Oh, I saw the Alinas. But to be fair, I think Vinny and Mbappe, they linked up really well for that goal. Look, Vinny was on the left wing, and he got the assist for Mbappe's goal to make it 3-2. 3-2. I was doing an Arsenal hate watch along. No offense. Nah, Patrick. This has been a game for the ages. You're going to want to have this one on for the second half, I think. That's so true. Look, Mohammed says one semi-final will be the football derby. The other will be anti-football derby. Yeah, exactly. Bro, if on one side of the bracket we have Arsenal and Atletico Madrid, and then on the other we have Bayern, let's say Bayern PSG, it would be the two polar opposites on the different side of the brackets. It's going to be pure haram ball on one side, and then actual beautiful football on the other. It's going to be crazy. Thank you, Zach Parker, for your support. I appreciate it. Leo, Real versus Bayern or Inter versus Barca, which is more entertaining? Bro, right now, this is the potential to be even better. This game has the potential to be even better than the Barca-Inter game, but it's only halftime, so it's hard to say. But so far, it's unbelievable, honestly. It's going down as an absolute classic. Glock, would you be happy if it was 1-0 in the Arsenal Sporting game, so you went through on goal difference 1-0? Az says, I miss when Liverpool played like this. Yeah. Patrick says it's going to be Bayern 8, PSG 7. And then it's going to be Arsenal 0, Atletico 0. And it goes to penalties. Oh, God. Foxy Craft says, how did this Real lose to Liverpool? Anfield. When we had one of our good games. It's halftime, guys. Halftime. Bayern 2. Real Madrid 3. Crazy. Two teams who love to play real football. Fair play. Fair play. This is what we love to see. This is the kind of football we all want to see. Absolutely, bro. It's so refreshing. Because the amount of games, like the Premier League especially, guys. Like, I was saying this just a few weeks ago. How many teams in the Premier League are actually exciting to watch, like genuinely? And I think now you could say City have actually become exciting since January, and especially since Ryan Cherki. When Ryan Cherki's in the team, he has that kind of X factor about him. He's a maverick, I think, so he makes it like football a joy to watch. But other than City right now, is there any team that's a joy to watch in the Premier League? Maybe you could say Bournemouth. I don't know. But that's why, oh my God, that chance for Sporting where they hit the post. Kieran says, this is why we love football. Yeah, Sebastian, I think if Arsenal lose tonight, it would absolutely impact their confidence. But I do think they'll go through. I think Arsenal will go through tonight. Just. Yeah, scores like in the 80, 90s. We need those scores back in football. Or at least just teams to just want to play the game in a pure, beautiful way, not just trying to concede the least that they can. You know what I mean? With friends. Let me see. All right, I'm going to send the bingo link, guys. Patrick asked. I'm going to send a bingo link. I'm not going to play because I'm not going to be concentrating enough because I still want to be with you guys in the chat. But I will send a link for those of you that want to play. Thank you, Nuhan. Patrick says, bro, I'm devastated for Hugo Ekitike. I remember when Laurent Koscielny got the same injury for Arsenal and he was out for a year. And what's so sad to Patrick is the fact that apparently you lose pace with this injury, that it's the most serious one in football. And like, that's devastating to hear, you know. I can't lie, I might have to start supporting Liverpool next season, says Glock. I mean, I think even if you go trophyless this season, I don't think Arsenal owners will sack Arteta. I don't think they would. Mr. BB says, Leo, I can't lie, this is sad. We can only see other teams now. Yeah, if we want to watch beautiful football, we have to watch other teams right now. Nice to see you, Yazwal. Third stream in a row. Shout out to you, Mohammed Bayat. Poor Hugo, it's devastating. And for it to happen during a World Cup year too, Patrick is horrible. Fachunk. Boy, first time in the chat, says, you made me start to like football again with your videos. Big up. Nice to see you in the Twitch chat. Are you coming from TikTok? Are you coming over from TikTok? Okay, I'm going to get the bingo game started for those of you that are playing. I see there's 14 of you ready. Maybe I'm just going to wait one more minute. I'll send the bingo link again for those of you that want to play. Like I said, I'm not going to play because there's a decent amount of you in the chat that are not playing. So I just want to be able to keep talking to you guys because I can't do both at the same time. What an amazing first half. I know, bro. Crazy first half. Shout out to you, H92. Who do you think will advance, Bayern or Real? I hope Bayern, so I'm going to say Bayern, but I have no clue because nobody would have seen this coming by halftime. Shout out to you, Nuhan. Do you think by the end of this game, there'll be two difference between these two teams on the aggregate? Nah, it looks like it's going to be close, bro. It looks like it's going to be very close. And now it's tied on aggregate. So both teams just have to go for it. Both teams just have to go for it. I see Slot as a jack of all trades, says Daily War. Instead of being a master of one tactic, should we continue in this direction or find a manager who has a play style, has a set play style? I mean, I think it is important to have an identity. You know, and I do think he has an identity from what we saw last season. The problem is, we haven't seen any of that this season, Deliora. And that's why I'm no longer a believer, because I need to see something at least 2 games in a row, like I was saying before. And I just don't see an identity. You know? That's my biggest issue. Him Kong, nice to see you, who says, this is what we call football. What a match. Absolutely. Big up Abzinho, who says, yo, Leo, I won't stay long. I got math mocks in the morning, so I need to wake up on time tomorrow. But what a first half. Hoping Bayern go through. Yeah, bro, me too. And good luck on your exam tomorrow. Him Kong says, I feel so bad for everyone watching Sporting versus Arsenal. I know, right? All right. There's 31 of you guys. I'm getting the bingo game started. Good luck to the 31 of you guys playing. Shout out to you, James. It's 1 a.m., but I need to know how it ends. Big up, Luca. Where are you based, Luca, where it's 1 a.m.? I'm awful at maths. Oh no, Abzinho. Sebastian says, Leo, if Arsenal win tonight, do you think they'll make it to the final, but they'll lose? I mean, anything is possible in football. Once you make it to a semi-final, anything is possible in a knockout. Anything. But I don't think they're the favorites. Heath Ground says this game is pure football heritage. Absolutely. Is the World Cup final going to be at 2 a.m.? That's a good question. Guys, does anybody know what time the World Cup final is going to kick off in the US? I know the final's in New Jersey, but I don't know what time it kicks off exactly. At what time it kicks off exactly. I just know an Icelandic time. What is it at an Icelandic time then? Watching you from Sweden with my homies, and we like you. Big up. Where are you guys from in Sweden? Who do you want to win the Champions League this season? Bayern. I would want that for Lucho. Imagine watching Atletico versus Arsenal match. Oh God. Yeah, I would much rather watch a Bayern PSG. I'm not even sure I would watch that, to be honest. An Arsenal Atletico, to be honest. Because that was so insane. Also, shout out to you, Anton. Bro, this is what we love to see in football. That's all I got to say. Both teams are just going for it. And they're just purely letting their attackers have joy on the pitch. They're more focused on that than trying to not concede. And that's what pure football is. They have pure footballing intentions. Haram ball final. Oh, you're from Malmo. Big up. That's where Zlatan. That's where Zlatan. Isn't that the team? Yeah, didn't Zlatan play there for a while? How many years did Zlatan play for Malmo? I would love to visit though. I heard you have the beach and everything, that it's a beautiful place. Big up Josh says, I'm a new subscriber and as an Arsenal fan, I'm devastated that I'm not watching the game because I'm watching boring Arsenal play football. Sorry on Ekitike's injury, by the way. Wishing him a quick recovery. Big up. Yeah, Josh, to be honest, I have both games up and you're really missing out. You gotta see if you can have two screens up. Patrick, because Gakpo's your favorite player, that's why. That's the truth. Gakpo's your favorite player. Is it Conor Bradley? Okay, then Patrick, Gakpo's your second favorite player. After Conor Bradley. Sporting game is about a Hugo. Leo, 4 years he spent at Malmo. Sorry, Patrick. It's okay. Your second favorite. Sebastian says, "Do you think Arsenal will lose the league now? City still have a game in hand. I think that game on Sunday is everything. I think if Arsenal get a draw, they'll win the league. But it's going to be incredibly difficult to even get a draw." At least last season, then. Omar says, "I miss Bradley's defensive capabilities." Yeah, bro, I really miss Conor Bradley. That passion that he shows every single game is something this Liverpool team has missed a lot this season. I really, really love Conor Bradley, but my biggest issue with Conor Bradley is just his fitness record. You can't count on him to stay fit, and it's so sad because I really do rate him. I really do rate him. You know? When is the next half starting? It's about to start, bro. They're about to walk out onto the pitch. Do you see Liverpool finishing above Villa? I'll answer that after the Merseyside derby this weekend. Let's see. Because it's going to be tough. Everton away. We got some tough games left. Got my shirt from Verts today. And in 2 weeks, I'm getting Isaac. Let's go, Carp. Shout out to you. I never know what a game this has been. Yes, Joseph. Crazy game. Crazy game, Joseph. Leo, can we sign Yamal? That is not happening, bro. Subscribe. Thank you, Joseph. I appreciate you. Who's been subscribed for 2 months. Joseph, who do you think is going to go through, Bayern or Real? I personally want Bayern to win Cup. Oh, Sporting with a chance. Sporting with a chance there, guys. Oh my goodness, it's a decent chance for Sporting. Oh my, it's a decent chance for Sporting. Sebastian says, if we beat Everton and somehow beat United, can we make top 3? Yes. But those are 2 really difficult games. The pair of those. Bayern, Joseph also want Bayern too, yeah. Bro, let's hope we get as much drama in the second half. Come on. Guys, let's hope we get as good of a game in the second half. Alphonso Davies. Here we go. Real Madrid's going to get this second half kicked off. Real Madrid's going to get this second half kicked off. Here we go. Second half has officially kicked off, guys. I want you to let me know in the chat who you think is going to go through. Leo, it's so sad Iceland aren't in the World Cup. I know. It would have been so fun. Hi Leo, tuning in the building. Big up turning. Who says Ibu was my man of the match yesterday? Yeah, he was very good, Ibu. And I think Bayern go through and Arsenal. I would agree with that. That would be my prediction right now too. I would say Bayern and Arsenal. Here we go. Bayern have a corner. Ooh, chance for Bayern, but it's over. It was a header from Upamecano. Chance. Oh, it's going to be a corner for Arsenal. Glock, I do think you can score from a set piece against Sporting. Because you've had a fair few corners, and I could see you scoring from a set piece. I think that's Arsenal's good chance to score. But you don't even need to score since you're already leading 1-0. Deegan says, Leo, if Liverpool played Bayern right now, what do you think would happen? Bayern would go through. We're not at that level right now. And yesterday not yesterday, more just the 2 legs against PSG was that reality check, you know. Yeah, Glock, I feel like you should be buzzing right now because you're on your way to a Champions League quarterfinal. I know it's not scintillating football that Arsenal are playing, but you're still leading 1-0 on aggregate. Hello, Sam LFC. Nice to see you first time in the chat. Are you coming over from TikTok? Lucho almost scored there. Bro, I want Lucho to score the winner. Because, guys, just as a reminder, it is 4-4 on aggregate right now. 4-4. So both teams are looking for a winner. Otherwise, it's going to go to extra time. Also, I've been following you since last year. Keep up the good work. Big up, Fatima. Thank you for your kind words. Play each other. Oh, Kian, I'm not following the National League title race. I haven't been following. Can this be a pen shootout? Yeah, I can, Theo. If the score remains like this, it would go to extra time and then there could be penalties. So I hope Bayern wins. Big up. Yes, me too, Carp. Lucian says Luis Diaz will beat Madrid and then PSG. Let's see. I got nothing but love for Lucho. So if he went on to win the Champions League, I would be buzzing for him. Look at the Bayern fans as well, though, by the way. Look at all the flags behind. It's unbelievable. Do you guys see all... Guys, look at all the flags behind the Real Madrid goal. The Bayern fans are unreal there. Look at that pressing. Oh, it looks like Kai Havertz is coming on. Daily War says, Leo, do you think Slot could land another top management job contract if he gets sacked right now with the awful performances? Yes, definitely. I mean, Daily War, at the end of the day, he won a league title. And he did good things in Netherlands before. So, yeah, if Slot left Liverpool, I definitely think he's now seen as a high caliber manager than before he came to Liverpool. You know what I mean? Despite this difficult season. Ooh, Madueke hits the side netting. This is what competing looks like. Yeah, Rambo. These are two top games. Big up, Kai LFC. Thank you for your support. On YouTube, I've been sub for 4 years. Thank you for your support, Kai LFC. Where are you based, by the way? Liverpool Rule says, Leo, I'm watching both games. Arsenal look like they don't have any confidence. Could this be because they lost over the weekend? Potentially. But I think overall they're just feeling the pressure of every game meaning so much. And because they haven't gotten things over the line yet, they feel that pressure a lot more than a team that's won things. That's what I think it is ultimately, more than anything. The mental side of the game. You know? Trent's going to take this corner. It's cleared. Do you think we'll catch Man United? We'll have to see after this weekend. Yo, Joseph Booth, nice to see you. Who says, hey, Leo, what's your thoughts on the Trent situation? By the way, I try to watch all your streams, but sometimes I have to go to Hull City matches because I have a season ticket. How has Hull City been this season? And what do you mean by the Trent situation? You keep in touch with John from the prank with Mbappe? No, Adinos, I don't really keep in touch, but I get along with them really well. I don't keep in touch because I know they're crazy busy, you know. But like I said, we got along really well. So I'm sure if I see them again at some point, that connection is still going to be there. You know what I mean? I've been on the Anfield tour. I one-on-one and got to touch the Premier League trophy. Love it. Yeah, the Anfield tour is amazing. Henry says the Bayern woman could also win a treble. Damn. Lau says, Leo, is Rio ready for 90 minutes in your opinion? I'm not so sure because I think if he was ready for 90 minutes, Slot would probably give him the 90 minutes. Because Rio clearly has been our best player when he started, you know what I mean? So I think otherwise he would want to start him more, you know what I mean? Theo says, do you think if Slot leaves at the end of the season, he should be considered a legend for winning the league? For me, yes. But because it's the only time I've ever gone to celebrate a Premier League trophy. So, of course, for me, he's considered a legend. Even though this season has gone so badly. You know? That's the best day I've ever had in Liverpool. At the trophy parade and the celebrations, oh my goodness, it was unbelievable. That's a great strike from Mbappe, by the way. And a great save from Neuer. Great save. Mbappe cannot believe he didn't score there. Joseph says, Leo, I honestly think Hull are serious contenders to be promoted in the playoffs. They may be playing Liverpool next season. Where are they right now? It looks like Madueke is down with an injury. Shout out to you, Parisa. Liverpool rule, I think it's a lot of factors. I think it's poor recruitment. I think it's the fact that we've had injuries, so we haven't been able to consistently play the same team. I think it's new players that needed time to gel. And I think it's bad decision making from Slot too. It's all of those things. You know, they're fifth. Oh, that's great. Damn. Max Dowman's about to come on for Arsenal. Because Madueke looks like has picked up an injury. And it looks like Musiala's coming on for Bayern. Musiala. Damn, that was good play from Mbappe. It's going to be a corner for Real Madrid. Penalties would be fun. Who do you guys think would be favorites on penalties? Who's a better goalkeeper for pen saves? I'm actually not sure. Who do you guys think is a better penalty shot stopper? Lunin or Neuer? If it went to penalties. Yo, Noah, nice to see you in the building. Are you watching the Bayern Real Madrid game too? Neuer? Oh. Musiala's coming on for Serge Gnabry. I'm not confident about you guys winning or even drawing against Crystal Palace in the upcoming game. Yeah, but they're going to be without Marguehi this time. Neuer. You guys are saying Neuer? is better, but Madrid has better penalty takers. Ooh. Camavinga is about to come on for Real. Camavinga. Sporting is pushing. Sporting is pushing, by the way, to try to find the equalizer. Sporting is in the box here. Oh my god, what a block. They're asking for a penalty. Sporting players are asking for a penalty. They're saying there was a push. They're saying there was a push. Guys, there's drama happening here in the Sporting Arsenal game because Sporting are pushing for the equalizer here. I think that's too soft. Guys, that might be a pen, honestly. He's saying it put him off the push. I thought it was a very light push. But if that's enough to put him off, then maybe that should be a pen. It's really hard to say. Musiala-Wirtz was such a great duo at the Euros. Yeah, bro. At the World Cup, they could be a joy to watch. If Musiala's back to his best. He obviously picked up a serious injury. No, it's not going to be a penalty for Sporting. They're going to have a corner, though. Sporting are going to have a corner. Ooh, Vinny with a chance in the box, but it's off target. Who will play as a striker? Liverpool rule. I think probably Gakpo is our main striker option. Now that Ekitike is out and Isak isn't fully fit. So it's probably going to be Cody Gakpo. Because we've seen him play there in recent times. Ooh, Bayern got to the box there. Go on, Bayern. Olise has it. Shout out to you, Teresa Parle. I know. Deegan says, Leo, I'm so sad that Hugo's missing the World Cup. I thought he would play really well for France. Me too. I'm devastated, bro. I'm devastated. Oh, Sporting. Well defended there by Arsenal. What are we doing? I mean, Sporting are a good side, Glock. They're a good team. Oh, Arsenal on the counter. Man of the match so far, bro. I feel like it's hard to pick a man of the match in this game because there's been so many standout. I think you probably have to say Goulet because he got the 2 goals. And he got the 2 goals that really is giving Real Madrid belief that they can come back in this, you know? So yeah, I would probably say Arda Güler. Oh, that's nice from Jude Bellingham. Mbappe has it. Mbappe. Oh, that's nice from Mbappe. Oh my god, the shot from Valverde, but it's straight towards Neuer. Wayne says Isaac will have a big job to do from now till January of 2027. Bro, I feel like we have to sign a striker too, though. I would say let's give Jaden Danz a chance, but the problem is I don't think he can stay fit either. Do Bayern look like scoring again? I feel like the game's calmed down now. They haven't created too many chances, but out of nowhere they could score. So yeah, they definitely could. Shout out to you, Aman. Mikel Arteta got a yellow. There's another Lucho from Colombia and Sporting waiting for that goal too. Bro, Sporting are going to have to push more and more because there's 20 minutes left in this one. And Arsenal are still leading 1-0 on aggregate. Wayne says, what do you think of Suarez from Sporting? I mean, bro, I haven't watched him much, but given his name is Luis Suarez and the last Luis Suarez that we brought to Liverpool wasn't too shabby, just the fact his name is Luis Suarez, I would take him for that alone. Because the best player I've ever seen play for Liverpool, prime-wise, is Luis Suarez. So if we can get a Luis Suarez 2.0, yes, please. Harry Kane has it. Oh, good defending there for Real Madrid. Good defending. Delior says, what would you have to see by now till the end of preseason to have believed that the squad could do great things again? I mean, preseason results don't mean too much, but from now till the end of the season, like I said, Delior, if we can start to see identity, that for me is everything. So passages of play where you're like, oh, this is what we do well. That is the type of stuff that gives me belief. And the reason why my belief in Slot has gone is because, like I said, I've never seen us go 2 games in a row where I've seen a real identity. I haven't. And that for me is the most damning thing. And I do think you need that if you want to be a top team. Because if you change things every single time, you're never going to have consistency. And literally, to win at the highest level, that is the difference, being consistent or not. So consistency is what we're looking for. Rudiger got a yellow. Watching the game. Let's go, Coconut. What are you eating for dinner? How's Remy, it's decent. I'm still gutted about the loss, though, last night. And especially the Ikitike injury, to be honest, though. Today. Saspian says, I'm a Chelsea fan. And there's this guy, Liam Delap. You can have him. You really don't rate him? Because I think Liverpool were interested in Liam Delap too, because he had a really good season for Ipswich. Do you really not rate him? Do you think the match will go to penalties? Bro, it's looking like that's very possible. It looks like Gabriel Jesus is going to come on for Arsenal. Arsenal fans are stressed at the Emirates. Lucho, oh, his shot is blocked. Bro, I would love Luis Diaz to score the winning goal. I'm having boneless service with gravy. Oh, that sounds so good. Coconut? What? Sporting didn't score. It's still 0-0. Arsenal have another corner. I'll keep you updated, guys, on that game too, because I'm watching it. Oh my goodness. Close. Arsenal nearly scored from the corner. Gabriel Jesus is coming on for Arsenal. That was a nice free kick from Olise. Close. I'm too... Anand says I had to leave for a few minutes. I'm in English class, but I'm too desperate to watch this game. Daily Or says, are Arsenal too defensively good or Sporting? Bro, Sporting had the post. They had a few chances. But I do think, I mean, we all know Arsenal is very good defensively. That there's no doubt about when you look at their actual record this whole season. Olise. Oh my goodness. Olise with a shot, but it's over the bar. Oh. Chance. Dutch lad says Bayern are going to score a golazo in the 80th minute. Bro, Olise nearly scored a golazo there. Mohammed says, who do you think is going to win the Prem? Bro, I think a lot of that will be decided on Sunday in the City Arsenal game. And we're going to do a live stream of that. Of course, we have to. We gotta. Come on. Jeez, there's only been one shot on target from Arsenal the whole game and one shot on target from Sporting the whole game. Imagine it's the 81st minute in the Arsenal Sporting game. One shot on target apiece. And it looks like Bayern is pushing for the winner right now. Harry Kane! Harry Kane! Oh my goodness, Harry Kane was in the box. I thought that was going to be the goal. But he couldn't get a shot off. He was in the box though. Man, oh man. Mbappe is down injured right now. Hello, LFC for life. It's going to be another quarter for Arsenal. Oh my goodness, Arsenal hit the post. Arsenal hit the post from the corner. Who's down? Mbappe was down, but he's back up now. So he's going to be able to continue on. Omar, I was born in Paris, but I don't live there, no. Travis LFC, nice to see you. I'm doing all right. How are you? Hydrate. I'm gonna hydrate for a Bayern winner from LUCHO. Wayne says, I think PSG will win the Champions League again. I need a Lucho golazo. I need to see a Lucho golazo. Oh, that was a great cross. Oh, it's held now by Lunin. Away goals don't count anymore, no. Luis Diaz, I know, Wayne. Who do you guys think is more likely? Bro, I'm locked into these games. Who do you guys think is more likely to score the winner from here? There's about 7 minutes left of regular time. Is it Bayern or Real Madrid that's more likely? I feel like there hasn't been a major chance created in a while now. The first half was when the goals were being blitzed. Tell says I think Real Madrid. Lau, who do you think? You just said Sun. Bayern and hopefully Lucho. It looks like this is gonna go to extra time, guys. It looks like it's gonna go to extra time. Oh, Bayern in the box. Oh, it's a free kick for Real. Or do you think Sporting will get one more chance? I think Arsenal's gonna go through, bro. I think Arsenal's gonna go through. Thought it. Are you in the building? It's a red card for Real Madrid. Wait, guys, Camavinga with a red card? Camavinga got a red card. Wait. Bayern in the box now. Bro, we need Bayern to find a winner. The guy who gets a lot of hate on TikTok? Stefan, I don't know. I don't really... Do I get a lot of hate on TikTok? I don't think so. Not more than what people usually get. Wait, guys, I need to have a look at the replay. Why did Camavinga get a red? Let's have a look at the replay here. Stefan, are you also a Liverpool fan? Why was it a red? Guys, is the only reason Camavinga got a red because he grabbed the ball after? If so, that's the dumbest thing in the world. He could be throwing away the tie with that. Guys, is the only reason Camavinga got the red because he took the ball after? Is that the only reason? For time wasting? I feel like that's harsh, bro. Because even the foul wasn't much. He took the ball away. I think like time wasting, that's harsh, bro. I mean, either way, it's dumb to take that risk, but Lucho has it on left-hand side. Go on, Lucho. Lucho gets it back. Lucho from outside the box. Lucho! Luis Diaz scores the winner! Come on! Former Red Luis Diaz sends Bayern to the semifinals. Absolute legend. We all wanted a Luis Diaz winner in the building, and he's freaking delivered it. Lucho! Luis Diaz, Liverpool legend, sends Bayern Munich through to the semis of the Champions League, knocking out Trent's Real Madrid. I mean, there's still a little bit of time left, but let's be real. That should be the winner. That should be the winner. Take a bow, son. Go on, Lucho. Go on, Lucho. Yes! Go on, Lucho! Go on, Lucho! Can we get W Lucho spammed in the building? It is now 3-3, but it is Bayern who have the lead on aggregate. I'm proud of Lucho. It took a deflection off Militao, but he won't care because that is a crucial goal. Unbelievable, Lucho. How much additional time will there be, guys? How much additional time will there be? How much additional time? Guys, how much additional time do we think there'll be? What are we saying, guys? Guys, only 4 minutes of additional time? Only 4 minutes of additional time. Only 4 minutes of additional time. Only 4 minutes of additional time, you guys. Bro, there's actually a bunch of pics of Lucho and Trent. There's actually a bunch of pics of Lucho and Trent. Big up Tease Gams, who says, Leo, are you slowed out or in? Be honest, I don't believe Slaw can turn it around. No, I don't believe anymore. I was really patient, really patient. But like I said, I don't see an identity with this team anymore. I don't see an identity. I don't see passages of play anymore that tells me, oh, this is what we're about. You know? I don't. Bro, Lucho the hero. Lucho the hero. Lucho the hero of Bayern. I'm gonna have to text my Bayern friend who was unsure. Lachlan. I'm gonna have to text my friend Lachlan, who's a big Bayern fan, who was unsure about the signing of Lucho. I wonder what he thinks now. There's no way he still thinks that now, because he's just delivered a big moment and he's delivering a big season. Luis Diaz. What a player. What a player. Olise has scored now, guys. Olise has scored now too. Oh my god, it's 5-3. I mean, it's 4-3. Oh my goodness, Bayern, bro. Bayern are in heaven now. Bayern are in absolute heaven. Damn. Bro. Absolute scenes. Olise gets on the score sheet as well. Absolute scenes. Bro, Bayern. That's it, guys. GG's. Unbelievable. Luis Diaz, for me, ended up scoring the winner because that, let's be real, that was the crucial goal. Luis Diaz. That was the crucial goal. Real Madrid are going trophyless. Guys, that confirms that Real Madrid are 100% trophyless this season, right? That confirms that they're 100% trophyless. Am I correct? Guys, am I correct in thinking that? That Real Madrid are now 100% trophyless. Is that true? 2 seasons trophyless. Without a major trophy? Guys, is that 2 seasons without a major trophy? Is that 2 seasons without a major trophy? I wonder who Real Madrid's going to bring on now. I wonder who they're going to bring on now. Who they're going to bring in the summer. That Arsenal Sporting game was... Bro, that's what the English teams are delivering. That's what the English teams are delivering in this tournament. That is what the English teams are delivering. There we go. Bro, the Bayern vibe, because look at the exciting attackers Bayern has. That's why they're such a joy to watch, you know? You know what I mean? Bayern well deserved the win. I agree, bro. 100%. 100%. Big up, Niels. Big up, bro. Guys, who do you think is going to be given man of the match in this game in the end? Who do you think is... I'm going to text my Bayern friend. Lucho, because why not? I agree. Lucho, because why not? Because we all got a lot of love for Lucho. Guys, let's see who FootMob gave the man of the match to. Harry Kane, because of the goal and the assists. That's who they gave it to. Just two. Olise? Bro, here they're saying Kane. Six games to go in all. Oh god, bro. I'm just gonna post the Lucho. I did a post for Lucho just now. I had to do a post of Lucho. But yeah, it looks like Harry Kane, guys. Do you think? But bro, I know already which semifinals I'm gonna watch. I'm absolutely gonna be watching the PSG Bayern ones. Those are the ones I'm gonna be watching. That goal from Lucho, yes, bro. Glock says, "How do we scam our way to the semifinals?" Don't think we'll get Elise. Nah, no way. I think no way. I can't believe we didn't replace Diaz. I ain't gonna watch Harambal versus Harambal semis exactly. I am so excited for the Bayern PSG games. Those are gonna be unbelievable. That's gonna be pure football again. However, Atletico Madrid Arsenal, that's not really one I'm looking forward to watching, to be honest. It's not one I'm looking forward to watching. All right, you guys, that is going to be the end of this stream. We ended up getting what we wanted to see, which was a Lucho winner. And we got Real Madrid knocked out too. But guys, what a game of football, honestly, overall. What a game of football we got to witness, especially that first half, man. Unbelievable. That is what we love to see. And like I said, I think the Bayern PSG semi-final is going to be one for the ages. One for the ages. So I'm really, really looking forward to that. But anyways, guys, as always, thank you for your support. Thank you for your support. I hope you all have a beautiful night, and I will see you guys this weekend for some crazy action. Like I said, there'll be back-to-back. I'm going to do back-to-back streams on Sunday. So obviously the huge Merseyside derby, Everton against Liverpool. We're going to play in their Dicks Stadium for the first time away from home since they moved, and in the Merseyside derby. And then later after that, we're going to do a stream for City against Arsenal. So it should be a crazy day of action to come this weekend. But anyways, guys, have a beautiful rest of your night. Here's to more beautiful football to come, and I will see you guys soon.